If your country got attacked tomorrow, what would be the best defense? If your first answer is a huge army, you're not wrong. You're just about 60 years late. Don't get me wrong, troop numbers still matter. But in 21st century warfare, scientists and engineers might be the smartest gamble. It might sound counterintuitive, but in modern conflict, technological advantage can outweigh sheer manpower. First, let's talk about defense. To make defense work, you only need 3 rules: scare, stop, and survive. Scare is what we call deterrence. The goal isn't to win a fight, it's to make attacking you so expensive and messy that the attacker decides to just stay home. But what if they attack anyway? That's where stop kicks in. This is your active defense, detecting a threat and blocking it before it lands. Since no defense is 100% perfect, you need an insurance policy, the ability to survive. Think of it this way. A punch might land, but as long as you don't fall over, you still have a chance to turn the situation around. That all sounds nice in theory, but how do you actually pull it off? That's where the technology comes in. You need to build what we could call a tech shield. A century ago, war was mostly a numbers game. If you wanted to invade a country, you basically just piled up as many soldiers and weapons as possible. But today, a single missile can travel from 1,000 miles away at hypersonic speeds, carrying more destructive power than an entire medieval army could inflict. To defend against that kind of threat, you need more than just a head count. You need the right hardware. This is the first layer of defense everyone recognizes: the physical tech shield. We're talking fighter jets, high-tech weaponry, radar satellites, and even nuclear missiles. It's the muscle of the operation. Its job is simple: detect and intercept. And sometimes just having destructive enough weapons, like nuclear warheads, already fulfills the first rule we mentioned earlier: scare. However, even the most advanced weaponry is just expensive dead weight without its supporting infrastructure. Take a modern fighter jet like the F-35. If you cut off its constant stream of data for navigation, targeting, and coordination, it's essentially just a very fast and overpriced paperweight. That's why modern attackers often don't target the front line first. They target the system behind it: communications, critical infrastructure, logistics, power, and data. The logic is simple. If you can paralyze a country's systems from far away, you might not even need to send in tanks. That brings us to the second layer: system tech shield. If the first layer is about muscle, this one is the nervous system. It's the invisible mesh of cybersecurity, encrypted communications, backup systems, and data integrity that keeps the lights on and the jets flying. This is the technology that allows a country to survive. A strong system shield means your country is built for resilience. It's the ability to take a punch to your infrastructure and have autonomous backups kick in so fast that the average citizen doesn't even notice. History shows how important this is. One reason Germany lost its advantage in World War II was because the Allies broke the Enigma code. Once German communications were no longer secure, the Allies gained critical intelligence that helped turn the war. Still, even with great hardware and resilient systems, there's another important layer, and this one is less obvious. If the first layer is about stopping a punch, and the second is about surviving one, the third is about making sure the punch is never thrown at all. Layer 3, the tech indispensability shield. Traditionally, countries scare their enemies by building stronger weapons. But in a globalized world, another kind of deterrence has emerged by becoming too important to attack. Think about the global supply chain. Some countries don't just make products, they make the stuff that makes the products. They control the raw materials, the patented methods, or the specialized machinery required to build the world's most crucial technology. When a country controls a critical tech bottleneck like semiconductors, attacking them doesn't just hurt that one country, they're attacking everyone's economy, even their own. That creates a kind of invisible shield. Instead of saying, please don't hit us, you can say, hit us, and you break the global economy. The clearest example is Taiwan. For decades, China has claimed Taiwan as their own territory. On paper, Taiwan looks badly outmatched by China. China is vastly larger in both land area and military manpower. In a traditional war logic, Taiwan should not be in a strong position. But Taiwan understands how to utilize their tech indispensability shield, often called the Silicon Shield. Taiwan produces over 90% of the world's most advanced semiconductors. They're the brains inside everything from your iPhone to AI technology to the very foundation of Chinese industry itself. If Taiwan stops producing semiconductors, the global economy doesn't just stumble, it will enter an economic apocalypse. Experts estimate a conflict would cost the world over $10 trillion in the first year alone. By becoming the world's essential workshop, Taiwan has ensured that an attack isn't just a local war, it's an act of global economic sabotage that would cripple everyone, including the attacker. As good as it sounds, the Indispensability Shield is a double-edged sword. While being the world's essential workshop creates a powerful deterrent, it also paints a massive bullseye on your back. If you are the only one who can produce a certain technology, you aren't just protected, you're also a prize that others might want to capture to gain leverage over everyone else. When other countries realize they are dangerously dependent on you, they will start spending billions to build their own alternatives. We see this today with the US CHIPS Act and China's aggressive push for semiconductor self-reliance. The world is actively trying to build a future where they no longer need you. This brings us full circle. To truly protect a nation, you can't rely on just one layer. You need the physical shield to intercept the punch, the system shield to survive the shock, and the indispensability shield to make the attacker hesitate. This is where the scientist and the engineer truly become the front line. By innovating and staying at the top of the global value chain, they create a defense that no bullet can ever pierce. The nature of country defense has changed. We have evolved from stone walls to steel domes, and finally, to silicon networks. Today, the most secure borders aren't drawn on a map. They're written in code and etched onto microchips. If you want to protect your future, build something the rest of the world can't live without.